While there is much deflection concerning the supposed confusion within the country's American football organizations, the objectives of all governing bodies of football is not at all in question and is quite clear when the Bahamas Flag Football League, the Grand Bahama Flag Football League, and the Abaco Flag Football League met along with a representative from the Commonwealth American Football League. There was a common goal: the unification of football leagues in the Bahamas, with the goal of further strengthening and growing the sport in the country. With this objective, the group reached out to Lalisa Anthony, president of the Bahamas American Football Federation, requesting a meeting with her to address with the Federation, concerns with the Federation, and to forge a way forward to bring all bodies under this Federation. The question may be asked, why should we worry with BAFF if there are issues? Why not form your own body? Quite simply, BAFF, as previously stated, is currently recognized by International Federation of American Football, despite discrepancies with affiliation guidelines. The thought is, why reinvent the wheel when we can just seek to correct any issues with the existing body and then progress from there? While there is an attempt to obfuscate the issue, we reiterate Ms. Anthony did not acknowledge in her response the request to meet this group, but rather proceeded to invite the group to her meeting to discuss her agenda. Subsequent emails to her regarding the meeting we were requesting were met with silence. Our concerns about the issues remain as previously stated, but again, for clarity over so-called confusion, we are about one thing as a group, and that is the proper and consistent growth of American football in the Bahamas. And to achieve this, we are working collectively to come together and to take the country to higher levels.
In reviewing Lalisa Anthony's response to our press conference last week, I note that she said during the election years 2012 and 2014, there were no elections and no AGM due to the fact that there was minimal new business. I would really like to understand what constitutes new business. Because during that period, the Bahamas would have experienced explosive growth as it relates to the development of American football in the country, specifically the growth of flag football that took place during that time. Additionally, I mean, if I look at the articles that were sent to me from BAFF by Ms. Anthony, their objectives are simple. It is to educate, promote, support, and ensure the proper growth and development of American football in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. That's under Article 3A. And also B, to govern, encourage, and sponsor American football activities, games, and series throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas in accordance with rules and regulations adopted by all proper national and international bodies. So I just find some difficulty with the fact that there was no new business, no AGM held, and no elections held during a period where their objective just does not seem to have been fulfilled, and they had a good opportunity actually to assist in the overall development of American football in the Bahamas during that period. In addition, Ms. Lalisa Anthony stated that BAFF is the national governing body, which was confirmed on August 31st, 2015 by the Ministry of Tourism in its letter to IFAF. I did receive a copy of that letter, and my understanding and interpretation is that letter was giving BAFF the authority to lead the activities as it relates to the World Flag Football Championships, not necessarily as the governing body of football in the Bahamas. According to the records that we have, the Commonwealth American Football League is the governing body of football in the Bahamas. And so if there is another letter that states otherwise, we would encourage you to put that forward to us. But from our records, the Commonwealth American Football League is still the governing body of football in the Bahamas. And so, we would just like to get clarity on a number of these issues that are being stated. I don't know if it's being stated in such a way to breed deception or not, but once again, we call for our meeting to allow for clarity on a number of the issues that we are now raising, not just as it relates to the Commonwealth American Football League, but also clarity as to why BAFF, who has been mandated through their own articles and memorandum to educate, promote, support, and ensure the proper growth and development of American football in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas just not seem to have been active for quite some time. And yet, now in 2016, just seems to be active and promoted as the governing body of football in the country. It just raises some serious questions that we think needs to be answered.